Langelihle, how is it going that side? Is everything okay? Langelihle, can you hear me? Langelihle, can you hear me? Langelihle, are you able to unmute yourself? Not sure what's happening. Langelihle, can you hear me? No response. Let's see. Can you hear?
Yes,
okay, now your mic is unmuted. Are you okay there, Langelihle?
Yes, I'm fine.
Okay, can you see the screen?
Yes, I can see.
Okay, then it's fine. So we are going to continue from our last lesson. So the difference between the previous lesson and today's lesson is the pace. So in today's lesson, we might be moving at a faster pace. And the reason to that is to prepare you for in case in the coming years, you come across a complete different teacher with a different teaching style. So you might find yourself in a situation where you need to adapt because in most cases, you might find that on our lessons, we do move at a slower pace, especially when we start with new topics. So considering that we have started with this topic and based on our previous lesson towards the end, you had an idea of what we are trying to achieve in this topic. So what I'm going to be doing, just to be fair, I will give you an opportunity to choose randomly whichever question that you would like for me to do. And then I'll give you a feel of what I mean when I say we'll be moving at a faster pace. And then afterwards, maybe the second part of this lesson, I will therefore choose and then you start working on them and I will give you some time to make sure that you work within limited time. So let's see. We have done 1 up until 8. Let's say between 9 and 18. You can choose whichever one that you'd like for me to do, and then we'll see how many you can choose. When you're satisfied, I'll start choosing. So let's go. Which one, Langelihle, would you like for me to start with?
Am I supposed to pick between green and blue? Oh,
no. So those ones we've done, so you can just choose from 9 until, let's say, 18.
you can do number 17.
Okay, there's 17. Let me quickly do this. I'm not really sure what's happening there. Unless, if I try, let me quickly check something. If I take a screenshot. Oh, okay. They want me to save it there. Okay, let's see. Okay, let me save it to where I do one. Then I'll save it there in Langelihle. Okay, then it's fine. You might not notice what I'm trying to figure out, but okay, now it's fine. I wanted to add a blank page there and do number 17. Okay, number 17 is like this. So remember, I'm not sure, but I would like for you not to redraw. You can straight away just work on it because there are no marks allocated for having to draw it. So we have that, it's given in meters. Just need to remember that. Okay, the formula says, maybe let me add to say I've got A, B, and C. The formula will say R squared equals 2. Can just say X squared, but okay, it's fine. Let's say X squared plus Y squared. Otherwise, you can still say AB squared equals 2 AC squared that you plus it with BC squared. This is the correct way of going about it, but I'm just thinking now, you see that one, number 14, it doesn't have that A, B, and C. So that means in that case, you will need to therefore use that one of saying R squared, X squared, and Y squared. Okay, so A, remember they want you to find the unknown side. We've got side 1, side 2, this is side 3. So I will continue to say AB squared equals 2. I can just say 16 squared plus 63 squared. AB squared. My calculator, let me quickly check if I've got it. There. So I will need to say 16 squared when you 16 squared when you plus it with 63 squared, it gives 4,225. So you must write it and say, okay, it's still saving. It's fine, give it some time to save. 4,225. Okay. Okay, I'll just have to use my phone as the calculator. It looks like once I disappear from this screen, when I come back, it has to save. Okay, on my side, I will continue to say, okay, it's fine. 4,225. You write it down, and then you've got AB squared, which is equals to that. Okay, remember, once you get to this stage, you will now need to remove that squared. That's where you need to square root this. You also need to square root that, so that you have AB, which is equals to square root of 4,225, which is equals to 65. So that means AB, it's equals to 65. Not just 65, but 65 meters. Why? Because it was given in meters. It is those other signs. Okay, let's see. I'm about to move on to the next one, but before I do that, let me quickly check if you've got any questions for me on that one, Langelihle. Any questions on your side?
No, I don't have any questions.
No questions. Okay. Then you can now choose another one. Let me quickly circle this one. It's number 17. Okay, you can choose another one like this.
May you please repeat May you please repeat?
So you can choose another one that I can do.
May you please do number 13?
Number 13, yes. That's a good choice. I also wanted to suggest it before you could choose. Number 13, it's a good choice because of how it is given. It doesn't have those points. But what you need to remember, okay, let's say we have y there, 96, and then we've got 100. So what you need to remember is that you need to know which side is the hypotenuse. And we said hypotenuse is that side which is always opposite the 90-degree angle. So it therefore means, in terms of the formula, you can just say r squared equals x squared, that you plus it with y squared. Then you can now start to substitute where you have your 100 squared, which is equals to, then your 96 becomes your x plus y is what you are looking for. Remember, it is y that you are looking for. You can therefore have your 100 squared, you minus your 96 squared, which is equals to y squared. Then you punch this on your calculator. I will just punch it on the side, I hope. Okay, I will say 100 squared minus 96 squared equals, it gives me 784. So that means I've got 784, which is equals to y squared. Now I need to square root that and that. Why? Because I want to remove that squared, so that I just remain with y, because it is y that I am looking for. I will just say square root of that answer. It gives me 28. It therefore means y is equals to 28. You just leave it as 28 because we were not given it in millimeters, centimeters, meters, or kilometers. It was just given as a number. Okay, so let's see. Any question from your side, Langelihle?
No, I don't have a question.
No question. Okay. Let's see. 13 I've done. Okay. Let's see if you can choose another one. So you have what? Wait. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. You will choose 5, and then the remaining 5 you will do. So let's see, Langelihle, which one are you choosing for me?
You can do number 12.
12, okay, that one there. Okay, so now let's see. That number 12, I will therefore no longer redraw it, but straight away I'll start working on it. So let's see, number 12, I can see where my hypotenuse is. So I've got r squared equals x squared, that you plus it with y squared. Now, my r squared is equals to 26 squared, which is equals to, then I'll use 24 as x plus, no. 24 squared, that I plus it with, my y will therefore be z. So I've got 26 squared. I will take this to the other side, is 24 squared equals 2 z squared. And I'll need to punch it on my calculator. And let's see, what will that be? 26 squared minus 24 squared equals, gives me 100. And so that means I've got 100, which is equals to z squared. So square root of 100, square root of that, square root of 100, I think is 10, and that should be z. It therefore means z equals 10, and that is the end of it. I think I must choose a Langelihle. I think I must start choosing because it looks like you are going to give me the difficult ones and leave yourself the easy ones. I'm suspecting an operation that you are on. Wait, which one was I doing?
You're doing number 12. Once you're doing number 12.
Oh, yes, I've already circled it. Okay. Okay. So that means you've chosen 3. No, Langelihle, I think you are on a mission, honorable member. I think you are on a mission and I have to intervene. And then this is going to be my intervention. Where is the difficult one? Maybe let me move you with that one. See that one, Langelihle. When you see this one, Langelihle, maybe go for this one. So in today's lesson, Langelihle, you are therefore going to be explaining to me how you work it out. So you tell me, do you want to quickly work it on your side, or do I write it as you work it out? Which way do you prefer?
I can quickly work it out on my side.
Okay, then it's fine. You can quickly work it out. As soon as you're done, please do let me know. Just make sure, okay, maybe to be fair, take a screenshot of this and make sure that as you work it out, it has to be in this format. So that means starting with the formula, substitution, transposing, and then introducing the square roots to remove a squared. Then you've got that number on the right, letter on the number on the left, letter on the right, and then you swap for the purpose of presenting. Then your answer should also be in that format. So that is the correct way of working it out. So you just need to make sure that you get used to doing it the right way and not taking the shortcuts. In that way, you'll be eliminating chances of making mistakes. And even if you do make a mistake, it'll be easy to trace it. So you can start Langelihle. When you're done, please do let me know. Let's see, Langelihle, are you winning there?
Yes, I'm still doing it.
Okay. Langelihle, okay, let's see, it's fine. You can stop wherever you are.
No,
Let
I
me write
finished
so
it. I'm
that I
just
can
taking a
see how
picture.
far. Hmm?
I finished it. I'm just taking a picture to send you.
Okay, it's fine. Can still take a photo. Then I'll quickly check. Okay. The moment we have an email, then okay, then it's fine. Langelihle, let me ignore that photo I want you to explain exactly what you did. So I did notice something, but let me not say much. Okay, let's see. Okay, number 14. Okay, it's fine, Langelihle. Explaining to me as if you are teaching me how it is done. So I'll just be writing on my side as you explain. So what do we do there, Langelihle?
First, you write r to the power of 2 equals x to the power of 2 plus y to the power of 2.
Yes, that is the formula. Okay, next step.
Then you write r to the power of 2 equals 29 to the power of 2 plus 20 to the power of 2.
Plus 20 to the power of 2. Okay, so now let's talk. How did you decide which one is which? How did you know where to substitute which number?
I put them in random order.
Okay, then it's fine. So we will therefore have to correct that one. So let's go back to the ones that I've done. Then I will explain how I made the choice. Then you will notice your mistake and then you will redo that one. Let me quickly use that color. So maybe let me start with number 12. You see this one being number 12, Langelihle. The only thing that you need to know or identify is the R, what to substitute as your R. And this is how you know which one is your R. Your R is always opposite that 90 degrees. So that means this is your R. Does it make sense, Langelihle?
Yes, it makes sense.
Then this side, it can be X, and then this side, it can be Y, or this one can be Y, that one can be X. But what matters the most is for you to firstly identify your R or the R value. So now, maybe try this one, Langelihle. Which one do you think it's going to be the R value?
May you please repeat your sentence?
So on number 13, which one do you think is going to be the R value?
I think it's going to be the 100.
Yes, because it is the one which is opposite that 90 degrees. Okay, let's now move on to this one. Number 17. For number 17, which side is going to be our R?
Am I supposed to say in letters, like letters next to each other?
Wait, what did you say there, Langelihle?
How am I supposed to explain it? Because I think it's AB.
Yes, 100%. You are correct in saying that. So you see, in this case, it doesn't have a value given. So you will say it's side AB. So this is the side. So when you say AB, you are simply referring to that side. When you say BC, it refers to that side. When you say AC, it refers to that side. So it's 100% correct. So now coming back to this one, which side is which side is the R value?
I believe it's 29.
Yes, it's 29. So do you now see your mistake?
Yes, I can see my mistake.
Yeah, so very quickly you can stretch. No, maybe before you do that, let's quickly do this one together so that I'm confident when I choose the next one. So let's see. Now, how are we going to substitute?
We're gonna write 29 to the power of 2 equals x to the power of 2 plus 20 to the power of 2.
Mhm.
Then next you write 841
Okay.
equals x to the power of 2 plus 400.
Okay.
Then our answer will be and you may just give me a moment to think.
Okay. Okay. Now I'm interested to know what you are thinking about Langelihle. Which part is giving you a challenge on that one so that I'm also aware of the challenges associated with this problem. What are you thinking about the Langelihle?
I don't know what to do with the x and the 400.
With the okay, see. Okay, so when you get to this situation, always say numbers one side, letters one side. Does it make sense, Langelihle?
Yes, it makes sense.
Yes, maybe without me saying more. Do you think you've got an idea of what to do now?
Yes, I believe I do.
Okay, give it a try. Remember, don't worry that much whether it's wrong or correct, Langelihle. It helps me when you get it wrong because I'm also learning what you are being challenged with. So just go for it. Whatever that comes to your mind, go for it. Don't worry whether it's wrong or correct. So what should be the next step?
Believe we're supposed to move the x, swap around the x and the 841.
Okay, then what am I writing?
Can I ask you a question?
Maybe let me help you with this one, Langelihle. What do you think?
Yes, please.
Okay, go for it. Okay, so this x squared, because it's a positive x squared, let's leave it there, but just take this one to the other side so that it's numbers to the numbers, which means we are having 841, you minus that 400, which equals 2x squared. And then that minus that, I think it will be 441, which would be equals to x squared. Then you remove that squared by square root both sides, so that you will therefore have x, which is equals to You punch that in your calculator. It has to give you an answer. Then quickly punch it on the side. But do you now get it, Langelihle?
I think I do.
Okay, so that one is 21. You see, so it therefore means x is the same as 21 if 21 is the same as x. And that is the end of it. Are you ready for the next one, Langelihle? Let's see.
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. Maybe let's see, which one do you think you would choose for yourself, Langelihle?
I can do number 9.
Number 9. Whatever that you choose, I'm just going to assume that you chose an easy one for yourself, then I'm giving you this one. Okay, go for that one, number 16. Okay, again, Langelihle. I almost made a mistake of thinking these things are easy, but let me also give you an opportunity to work it out on your own, and then you send me a photo. Once you are done, I will check, and then we move forward the same way we did. But this time around, Langelihle, I'm going to give you exactly 3 minutes. So after 3 minutes, you submit. It doesn't matter whether you are done or not. Just take photos, you submit. I want to see how far you can go within 3 minutes. So now it's 17:37. At 17:41, you stop, you take photo, and then you submit. Did you hear me on that one, Langelihle?
Yes, I heard you.
Yes, you can start now. 41, take photos, you submit.
May you please just go to the other sum we just did?
Let's see this one.
Yes.
I'm giving you 3 seconds. You saw it, Musne.
Yes, I saw it.
Okay. Wait, which one are you doing? Oh, 16. Okay, you have less than 1 minute. Okay, time to submit a Langelihle. Or no need to submit, you can just tell me what to write. Yeah, not sure.
So
Or have
should
you
I
taken
send,
the
please
photo
send you a
already?
picture?
Yes, you
I
can
already
send it
took a
via
picture.
WhatsApp. Fine. Yes, you can send it through. Just want to make sure that you don't continue to write there while I think you are preparing to send. Are you sending Langelihle?
Yes, I'm sending.
Okay, you are not writing. Okay, yes, it came through. Okay, you managed to do it. And you've got that bigger number. Okay, then it's fine. Let's see what you've done. So now explain Langelihle. What did you do? What am I writing?
Should I tell you what to write?
Yes, just like we did on the previous one.
You can write r equals x to the power of 2 plus 3 plus y to the power of 2.
Okay, next step.
Then you write 169 to the power of 2 equals d to the power of 2 plus 119 to the power of 2.
Okay, that is correct. Okay, next step.
Then you write 228,561 equals d to the power of 2 plus 14,161.
Okay, next step.
Then you write 2,850, 28,561 minus what, 14,000?
Helele.
Then you write 14,161 equals d to the power of 2.
I believe we said that. Okay, next step.
Then you write 24,400 equals
4,400.
yes
Okay,
equals squared d to the
is
power of
squared.
2.
Yes. Okay, next step.
Yeah, please ask you a question.
Okay, go it.
For the for the I don't know how to what the name is for what I put on top of the d to the power of 2.
Wait, you were breaking there. What did you say, Langelihle?
Or for what I put by d to the power of 2, the second last sum to tell the answer. What's that called? What is it
Square
called?
root.
Square root, yes, square root. Supposed to put that on top of the a d to the power of 2.
Okay, so that means you say I need to put it there, ne?
Yes.
Okay.
Then next you're gonna write 24,400 equals d.
Okay. Which is exactly what you said, but it's correct, except that at that step, you missed something very much important. So, why do you put a square root there?
To turn it into only d.
Yes, to turn it into only D or to remove a squared. So you remember that say Langelihle, which says whatever that you do on the right, you must also do on the left. Whatever that you do on the left, you do on the right. You remember now?
Yes, I remember.
Yes, so that means as you put a square root there, you must also put it there. Can you see?
Yes, I can see.
Yes, then once you also do it on that side, then you will have your value of D. You will see that your value of D is going to be something closer to this, because imagine a Langelihle, it's like from there to there, it's 119 meters. From there to there, it's 169 meters. So you can already estimate to say that distance, it should be something closer to those values, or somewhere in between. It will obviously be less than that. So the moment you have that big number of 24,400, can you see that it doesn't represent that distance? Otherwise, it means we would have had something like this. Yeah, it would still be impossible, because you see now this is 119. Now this side, it forces it to be very long. So it's like you try to visualize that to say, actually, the values that I'm getting, they must just make sense in terms of what is it? When comparing with given values, they should just make sense. When you square root this, you'll see it will give you an answer that makes sense in terms of comparing with those other numbers. So let's see. One thing for sure, it will be less than 169, but somewhere closer to 119, or even in between. But let's see. What does it give you, a Langelihle, when you square root that? And then 4,400.
Just give me a second.
Okay.
At first, it gives me 20, and next to it, cube root 61.
Wait, what are you getting?
At first, I get 20, and right next to it is square root 61.
Oh, okay. So you see, you get a 20 square root of 61.
Yes.
Okay, then it's fine. Let me quickly verify on my side. And if that should be the correct answer, let's see. So we are going to have 169 squared minus 119 squared, 119 squared, which is equals to that. We say that. Okay. Then something is wrong, Langelihle. Something is definitely wrong. So now let's try to trace and find out what is wrong. When you punch this on a calculator, what does it give you?
Give me the same answer.
Same answer. And then what about this one?
Which one?
A 119 squared.
Should I put in the cube root, or should I just type that into the calculator?
Which, so you just do it the same way you did this one, where you got that answer. So now you punch that one, and then you just check if it gives you that. So what I'm saying is, this answer is wrong. So we are now trying to check where the mistake is. So that's how you check. If you made a mistake and you want to try and find out where the mistake is, this is how you go about it. It's unfortunate you wouldn't know if you made a mistake. So you just need to make sure that you are extra careful. But the reason why I suspected it could be wrong is because of this final answer. So now you can punch that one and let me know what is the answer when you punch that one.
When I punch it, I get 14,161.
Okay, then what is that one? When you say that minus that, what do you get?
I get 14,000. I get 14,400.
You get 14,400.
Yes.
14,400. So can you see where the mistake was?
Yes, I can see.
Yeah, so now we will no longer square root that. We therefore square root this one of 14,400. Then what is that one when you square root it?
Which one?
So when you square root this one, because you now need to square root this one, so that you also square root that, and then you remove that square root, the square, then you just have t. Then we will therefore know what the answer is. Wait, am I losing you there, Langelihle?
Yes, you are.
Okay, let's do this. So I'm just going to remove all of that. Then we take it from there. Okay, then it's fine. Okay, so you see when you punch this and that, it gives you 14,400, which is equals to d squared. Okay, so now take it from here, Langelihle. Let's see what should be the next step.
I'm doing the whole thing now.
So you just
Don't
take it.
that.
You just take it from there to the next step.
Okay, next you're going to put a square root on both the 14,400 and the d to the power of 2.
Yes, okay. Next step.
Then next you write 120 equals d.
Equals d. And that should be the end of it. So does it make sense? And you also notice your mistake on that one, Langelihle?
Yes, I understand.
Yes, okay. Maybe let me give you an opportunity to choose for me. Then I will try to quickly do it and see how long it can take me to work it out. Which one do you choose for me, Langelihle?
You can do number 18.
18. Okay, it's now 55. Okay, so I'll start with the formula. Then I'll substitute 1155. That is that, and then I can take this one as that. And then the unknown side is BC. I'll just write it as BC. Then I will say that squared, I will minus that 93 squared. That should be equals to BC squared. Then I'll punch that on the calculator. And then I'll say 155 squared minus 93 squared is equals to, then I'm getting 15,376, which is equals to BC squared. Then I'm going to have to square root the answer. Then obviously square root both sides. You have the answer as 124 being equals to BC. So that means BC is equals to 1 2, 4. And then that is the end of it. So this is how fast you should be writing in an exam Langelihle, but you can be a bit slower, not necessarily as fast as myself, because myself, I've done these things many times. I know what to do. It's like when I look at a problem, I already know what to do. So it's just a matter of me writing, but I don't have to think as to how to work it out. So on your side, it means you will need to firstly think, and then after you start writing, but make sure that you practice so that you get used to writing them without making mistakes. Okay, so now, which other one, Langelihle, should I quickly do?
You can do number 10.
You say number?
Number 10.
Okay, okay. Number 10. I will obviously start with the formula. Okay. 25 is my hypotenuse. That's all that I want to know. What is 25 squared? 625 minus 7 squared. That gives me 76, which is equal to x squared, and square root both sides. And let's see. Answer. Getting to 4, which is 1. Nice question. 24. This is mean an exam. Then I'm done on that question. Moving on to the next one. You tell me, Langelihle, did that make sense? Any questions on your side? Yibono Mata.
Yes, everything makes sense.
Everything makes sense. Okay, then it's fine. Langelihle, we might need to leave it here. Just need to make sure that the next lesson they are able to use this account. But for your information, this is where we are headed to a Langelihle, where we are going to be having this complicated, not necessarily complicated, but it's just a combination of triangles, where, for example, on this one, you have 1, 2 triangles, and they want you to solve for x. So how you will work it out, you will first use triangle number 1 to find out what that side is. After knowing what that side is, then it means you have that side and this side. Then you use that side that you calculated and the given one in order to find that by using triangle number 2. Same with these other ones. They just keep on adding too many triangles, and then that's it. Langelihle, let me quickly run away, honorable member. But did you see what I was talking about there?
Yes, 18.
Yes, it's fine until we meet again, honorable member.